Today we will do the third unit of the story, The Three Dancing Goats. Previously, in the first unit and the second unit, we saw how the narrator, Baba Trinku, was telling a group of children the story of the three dancing goats. The main character of the story was Sindhu, and how, having fallen on bad days because of a year of drought, he had to sell the two cows on the insistence of his mother because they had no food to eat, and how on the way he had met an old woman who had three goats who danced, and Sindhu had exchanged his cows for the goats at the suggestion of the old woman. Though his mother was not very happy when she saw the dancing goats, but he pacified his mother by telling her that the old woman had told him that the goats would bring him good fortune, with the advice to be content with what he had. This was what was there in Unit 1 and Unit 2. In Unit 3, we take it forward that the landlord's daughter, who had heard about the goats, had called for Sindhu so that they could be entertained by the three dancing goats. So Sindhu takes his flute and the goats and he goes to the landlord's house. When he plays his flute, the three dancing goats dance merrily in complete sync with the music of the flute. The goats dance beautifully in rhythm, moving their limbs and flapping their ears and giving an enchanting performance. The landowner's daughter was very happy to see the dance of these golden goats, and she offers to buy one of the goats. So she asks Sindhu for the price to be paid for one goat. Sindhu tells her that the goats cannot be purchased, but added that if she really wanted one of his precious pets, she would have to pay a visit to his mother and also take along with her a barrel of foodstuffs. The girl was so eager to have that goat that she agrees to go to the peasant's hut with a barrel of foodstuff. Sindhu and his mother were very happy to welcome the beautiful daughter of their landlord, and the girl was delighted to own a dancing goat. But after a few days, Sindhu again receives summons or a call from the landlord. So Sindhu goes to his landlord's house, and the girl comes out and says to him very sadly that she has not been able to make the goat dance at all. She tells him that she had expert musicians come from the temple, but the goat just wouldn't dance. So then she says she called the village soothsayer. Soothsayer is a person who predicts or tells about the future, and the village soothsayer had told her that the goat would never dance without a companion. So the girl asks Sindhu to let her have another goat. This ends your third unit. We'll continue with the fourth unit. In the fourth unit, Sindhu is very delighted, both for the sake of his mother also and for himself also. So he agrees to give the landlord's daughter another of his goat. But this time he tells her that he would ask or take her gold ring as well as a barrel of foodstuff. The girl was pleased, and without any hesitation, she quickly takes off her favorite ring and gives it to Sindhu. And by the time he returns back home, the food barrel had already reached his mother. But again, after a few days, one of the girl's maids again brings a message to Sindhu saying that the goats were still not dancing and neither responding to any sound of music that was being played, and this had made the landlord's daughter very unhappy. So Sindhu once again goes to the landlord's house and takes his third goat with him. The landlord's daughter tells him that the goats had refused to dance, and the village priest had said that the goats would only dance if Sindhu gives her the third goat as well. And she tells him that she's feeling extremely bad that she had to ask him for his third goat as well. Sindhu tells her that he would willingly part with his last goat also. But before he does that, he said he would like to play his flute and see them dance for the last time once again. So, as soon as he played the flute, the three goats danced merrily to the tune. And when the music stopped, the girl exclaimed happily and said that, well, now she knew that it was the magic of the flute that had made the goats dance. So she says, along with the goats, Sindhu would have to give her the flute as well. We'll continue with Unit 5 in the next lecture.